Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for ScubaRadio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that ScubaRadio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Up under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for ScubaRadio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ is in the studio with me. How are you, CJ?
I'm good.
All right. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready to rock.
Are you ready?
If you're gonna rock it, I'm ready.
What do you mean?
If you're just gonna plink around.
Well, as you can see on YouTube and Facebook today.
Hold it up though, because.
Well, you can see it, kind of. We got a new ScubaRadio guitar. How cool is that? Is that pretty sweet
there
or
we
what?
Go.
There you go. I'll hold it up. But we have this new guitar. It was made. It has a ScubaRadio logo on it if you're not on YouTube and Facebook. And I got a new toy. How cool is that?
Give us a power chord.
Is that a Fender, Greg?
That's interesting. It's playing without him playing.
What are you talking about?
No, he's playing it.
What the hell's wrong with
There's a
you?
little bit of a delay here.
There's a delay here.
There's no delay. I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking nonsense.
There's a delay in Barry's mind.
Right. but yeah, it is a ScubaRadio Telecaster type guitar. It actually isn't a Fender.
Okay.
Who asked that?
I thought
Bubble
it was
Boy.
a Fender.
ScubaRadio,
Yeah,
Scuba Squad.
It's an offender.
Oh, it could be an offender.
Now, are you able to play that guitar underwater, being that it's a scuba guitar?
Oh, hell no. No way in hell will we ever do that. That is not going to happen. No, not at all.
This
That
is
particle
just
board will just
toy.
float away.
Yeah.
You know what's great, Greg?
Particle board. Wait, hold on. Let's just back up a second. This is a quality player guitar, just so we're clear.
Greg, don't engage them. Just turn your guitar up louder than their mics.
Is that all I need to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Turn it up.
Let's see if we can. I see Jerry, the diver guy.
Never had one lesson.
Wait, I got to change the settings here. So, see, we got all these newfangled toys. That better?
Poor Jerry.
I don't know. It's brand new. I got to figure out what all the toys do. You know what I mean? All the little things.
I like it.
Yeah. It looks good.
So, you want to just play that 2 hours and we'll come back later?
Yeah, well, I figured, eventually at some point we're going to do ScubaRadio maim that tune.
So
did you hear me correctly? I said maim that tune.
That's what I thought you said.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing, all right.
Fly by night.
Jerry the diver guy knows what I'm talking about, right, Jerry?
Is that like a Fender replica?
It is a Telecaster style guitar, and actually the brand is called Michael Kelly. It's a Florida brand.
So it's a bumper.
So it's a what?
A bumper, not a Fender.
Oh boy.
These guys actually
What?
know nothing about musical instruments.
Yeah,
Don't fret, Greg. Don't fret.
Anyway, we are a scuba diving. We're a scuba diving radio show.
James, you have to have children to actually engage in dad humor.
Is that 10 jokes for $1 from the CJ Joke Factory?
Oh boy, here we go.
Just keep stringing me along.
Yeah. That's the thing. We're going to take this guitar out to some shows, and what we're going to do is pull people out of the audience that have no musical skill at all, like the ScubaRadio Scuba Squad. Hand them the guitar, and give them a song to play. And if they can play the song good enough where the audience can identify what they're playing, they're going to win a prize.
How could they possibly play something if they don't know how to play?
We've done this before with at the Dima show.
Yeah, we did.
And ironically, it was remarkable how quickly the audience could figure out what you're playing.
It was horrible.
Serious. They did, but they figured it out, didn't they, Jerry?
Yes, they did. Well, there was a couple songs they never figured out.
Yeah, see that kind of thing?
I think you're way off, but I know what song you're trying to play.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. And I have no talent.
Jimmy wins.
And I just did it. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we may do with this.
Hey,
And
can you play Disco Love?
Disco Lust? You mean Scuba Lust?
What is it? Disco Love?
Scuba Lust.
Oh God.
Scuba Lust.
Everybody.
Well, I do have a volume control on this.
It's out of tune
Scuba
already.
Lost.
It's a brand new guitar. The strings aren't stretched out. That's my excuse. All right.
Greg,
Anyway, should I put it down
There's
now?
a saying that's apropos.
What's that? What is that?
It's a
CJ?
poor musician who blames his instrument.
Well, I'm pretty poor, so.
He only blamed the strings, CJ, not instrument.
That's
True.
part of it.
Porn star,
That's part
CJ.
of it.
Yeah. All right.
That means he's a true musician.
Yeah. Okay. We'll go with that. But yeah, it is cool though. It looks awesome. And I got to thank Brando Guitars, brandoguitars.com. Right here in Orlando, Florida. They actually did this guitar up for me. I found the guitar, which is a very nice guitar, by the way. And then they wrapped it with the Scuba Radio logo on both the body, as you can see.
Is
on
that like
YouTube and Facebook.
the white is that like a pearl?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
like a pearl.
So
band.
you're saying it's not painted?
No, it is not painted. This is a wrapped guitar.
Wrap.
And on the body, you can see, the big Scuba Radio logo, like a die flag, and even on the headstock.
The
So
guy
this is a one of a kind.
Greg, tell him the
type
guy
of thing.
does guitars for like Metallica.
Yeah, Metallica, Kiss, Scuba Radio. So how about that? This is a very cool thing. 24 years of doing this radio show. This has kind of been something I've always wanted to do. I've wanted to actually build one. And then I found these guys right here in Orlando. Our buddy Richie turned me on to them. And yeah, this Brando Guitar Company makes guitars for Kiss.
Wait, but you had a Scuba
Metallica.
Radio. You have a Scuba Radio acoustic guitar, don't you?
I do, from years ago that a guy painted for us.
Will they wrap drums?
Of course they will.
Have they done drums?
No, I don't think so.
I bet it'd be
don't-
just as easy.
Actually, I think they have. Actually, now that I think about
Probably
it,
be easier.
Possibly, because this is definitely a unique project for them. They were like, "Well, we don't know if we can do this. We've never done this before." but
Scuba what?
lo and behold, they did it, and it turned out amazing. I mean, you guys like it. Admit it, right? Come on,
I'm just
Jason.
trying to figure out how they wrap it.
It looks awesome, Greg. In
Oh.
person, it looks even better, I'm sure.
Yeah, it does.
It's a collector's item.
It there you go, Vinny. 2 tanks. What would you bid on this, Vinny, if you were going to pay for it? Go ahead, put a number out there.
I'm not too much into collecting
$1
things, but
million. Right?
You may be overvaluing.
No, I'm not.
Well,
$1
you'd have to
million.
sign it. It would have to be issue 1 of 1.
Well, actually, believe it or not, they're making more. So this is going to be this one particular style, which is a Telecaster, Fender Telecaster style body. They're doing an acoustic, which will be more traditional, like, a typical acoustic guitar. And then they're actually making a bass, too, so we can do some thumping.
Now,
So-
who's going to play the bass and the acoustic if you're playing that? Does anybody play bass?
No.
so
But-
what are you doing? Is this what you're doing with all of our bonus checks?
Yes, exactly. Oh, Bubble Boy's raising his hand. Maybe he plays bass. I mean, Bubble
no,
Boy,
Greg,
the
I was
bass player.
wondering,
Yeah.
Do they also make a flying V wrap for your other show, Just Plain Radio?
Well, that is in the works. I mean, Scuba Radio takes precedence because obviously
Would that be like a Blackbird?
guitars and scuba diving go hand in hand, don't they?
I could just see you in a wrapped plane.
In a wrapped plane, sure.
Yeah,
Or-
you have a.
It'd look cool.
I want to set this aside, but I can't reach it. Hold on. Oh! Yes.
You need help, just ask.
Yeah. Thank you, CJ. Okay, so let's see if we can
Roof rack.
set this aside and get back on track. You know, we got a lot of stuff to cover today, ironically, other than talking about my new guitar. This is, you know, honestly, this was kind of a gift to me for our anniversary. That was my ScubaRadio gift. Like I said, I'd always wanted to do something like this, either build one or have one specifically built. Like you said, we have an acoustic already. We had one done about 15 years ago, and now we have an electric. And what does that mean? That means more toys for me to abuse our audience musically.
Give me the juice, baby!
That's right. So we'll start that next, right here on the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Need an escape from reality for a while? Your favorite scuba action star, Mike Scott, is back in an all-new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys: Reefs Under Pressure. From the brilliant mind of author Eric Douglas comes the thriller that started it all. Listen as Mike unravels the death of a girl, the protest of new development, and the systemic destruction of coral reefs, all against the stunning backdrop of Grand Cayman Island. This one's got it all: submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface. When he was ready and completely relaxed, he wrapped his arms through the straps of the seat cushion and gently slid into the water.
Dive back into adventure with Cayman Cowboys. Also available, Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish. Download all 5 audiobooks now at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, or audible.com.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive. Dad, what are you doing in there?
I look these fish right in the eye, and they look back at me, and they see right through me. They know who I am, these fish.
Come on, baby, and do the fish. I'm gonna teach it to you right. Come on, baby, just like this. We're gonna do our fish tonight. Now sing it.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Feel free to do the fish anytime, just to kind of put yourself in the mood. I've set the guitar aside, the new Scuba Radio guitar aside, so I won't play along at this point, but it's going to happen. We are going to do some more things with this new guitar
I think
of
this
ours.
is going to, just the badass vibes are just going to elevate the show.
You think?
It's inspiring you already, I can tell.
Really?
There's a different energy in the room.
Wow. Do you mean that in a positive sense?
You're like 30% less dull than normal.
Oh, wow.
I think Greg's sitting on the power cord.
Excuse me?
What?
He skipped several times.
I think Greg is sitting on the power cord.
Wow, that's weird.
I think you're sitting on a power cord.
I think you plugged the power cord into your buttocks. It's starting to sound very strange what you got going there today, Casey.
Wrong
I don't know.
outlet.
Anyway, the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad is connected via the web. Barry the Bugger, Bubble Boy,
Yeah.
Casey, Vinny Two Tanks, Jerry the Diver Guy from Mountain Divers, and Commando Kyle now with us as well. So, I mean, first of all, everybody likes the new guitar. We will do some more things with this in the coming weeks on the show. Once again, that was kind of a gift to me. We just celebrated our 24th anniversary of Scuba Radio, 24 years.
So when do you want me to bring my drums over?
It's in the works. We're going to make it happen, CJ.
Tomorrow.
We'll have a live band.
9 a.m.
This is what happens when we can't dive. We do all this extraneous nonsense on our surface interval, and it gives us time to do more things that will abuse our listening audience even more than we typically do. Now, you can look at that as a positive, or as most people do, a negative.
One way or another, we're going to make a hell of a racket.
We're going to make a lot of noise, and I don't know, maybe it's the start of a scuba band. And the thing about it, we will sound terrible. We will absolutely make your ears bleed. But boy, we'll look good doing it.
You play guitar, I play drums. Does anybody sing?
Well, Barry laughs. So
No, I laugh a lot. But
That's covered, buddy.
Yeah. Oh wait. Kyle, are you a singer? Can you sing? Can you?
I have been known to make a few drunks cry at karaoke. So
really? Okay,
that's a start.
Songbird of his generation, Greg.
Yeah,
by people that have heard him.
Well,
that good.
He sounds great underwater. That's what I've
think
heard.
Brittany would be a singer for us.
The Aqua Gypsy could potentially be the lead singer.
Based on what, Barry?
Just she's the only female out here right now.
Okay, we have to have a female lead singer of our Scuba Radio Scuba Band.
I like it. I like the idea, but I haven't heard her.
Brittany, are you? I mean, I know you know your stuff diving wise, but can you sing? Can you hold a note? Are you tone deaf or not?
At least she'd look good.
Yeah.
I can sing underwater like Ariel.
Okay. All right. Well, there's that. So yeah, we'll sound
We'll just
great.
find a waterfall for her to stand under.
Barracuda would be appropriate.
Say that again, Kyle.
would.
What would?
I think Barracuda would be appropriate.
Right. Oh, there's a ton of songs that we could pick. That would be obviously scuba centric.
I like it.
And that would be our stick. That we are the Scuba Radio Scuba Band. We only play songs that have some connection to the environment that we love to play in.
Children of the Sea.
Yes, little Dio.
Well, that's actually
Octopus's
Sabbath.
Garden, Greg.
Right.
Octopus's Garden.
No Beatles.
Might have to do a little scuba lust.
God damn you.
Might have to do a little scuba lust.
Yellow Submarine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we play them all the time. So some of these things could be coming to a diving trade show near you. We'll see where this progresses. I mean, if it's like most times, we come up with these $1 million ideas, and then we put them aside, forget all about them, and never do a damn thing.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, but
I would play Little Richie's Scuba Party.
Scuba Party.
There you go.
Well, we could we could learn how to play the fish. I think because that's kind of a dance. Come on, baby, let's do the fish. We're gonna do the fish all night. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Greg, who sings that song?
You, because obviously I can't.
Let's leave it at that.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway. Yeah. So obviously we're having too much fun. And that's what it's all about. If you can't dive, if you're having trouble getting out there in the water because of this whole COVID nonsense, just do something loosely connected to it. And this counts, doesn't it, CJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We can rehearse at my house.
We can?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, we won't. You don't worry about the neighbors or anything?
No.
Okay. Well, I like that idea.
Because you've got a wife that has to work.
True.
So she's not going to have it.
She's not a fan. She's not a fan.
Don't
of
care.
The whole
so
racket.
Come
thing
on
that
over.
we-
Bring your fiddle.
Okay, I'll bring my fiddle. And then Jerry the Diver Guy, I think, is going to play
Washboards. Please.
No. He's
Please
gonna
tell me it's washboards.
He's going to play the jugs.
Yes. Well, wouldn't we all like to play the
He
jug?
wishes he could play jugs.
I consider
golly.
myself an amateur jug player.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
Never been paid.
See,
but-
he's practicing now, but that's just what he does. All right,
I can play with a mean set of jugs.
Yeah, okay, that was enough.
I think we just.
Anyway, Brittany the Aqua Gypsy is with us. And Brittany, do you got to work today? Are you going to have to split early on us? Because that's why I want to talk to you now, if that's the case.
I do. Yes, I do have
Okay.
to go to work.
Understood. And so, what is going on with you? Have you caught any more stone crabs? I mean, is that season in Florida is about to end too, right? Isn't that what
Yes, May 1st. Yep, it's going to end on May
man.
1st. And yes, we went out on last Sunday and we got
You cleaned up?
maybe 4 or 5, and then we finished pulling the traps.
Then you finished.
That's not too
pulling.
bad.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, but you only got 4 or 5?
Yeah, they're not that plentiful anymore.
How many did you catch, Greg?
Well, I didn't go out.
That's why FWC closed the season 15 days early.
They closed it 15 days early because what? There's not as many stone crab being caught, and they are worried about the I don't know, the fishery.
They knew Brittany was coming. They're like, oh crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brittany, the stone crab crusher. Yeah, I don't know. Is that what it was?
Yes, and then also they changed the restrictions on the smallest length as well to be a slight bit larger.
Okay, so they got to be larger claws, and let's see. And when does it open up again? If it closes down May 1 for Florida stone crab season, when is it the same time as lobster, like end of July or August 1?
No, it's actually October 15th.
October.
Oh, geez.
You mean Rocktober?
Rocktober, true. Maybe that's when we could make our debut in the Scuba Radio Scuba Band.
Got to rehearse.
All right. Yeah, we need
I'm
a
not
little
going
time.
anything
We need a
half-assed.
lot of time. More coming up. Stay close.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Conventional underwater scooters can be heavy, unwieldy, and underpowered. At just over 8 pounds and with speeds of up to 7 miles per hour, the Scuba Jet Pro dive scooter is a game changer and fits in your dive bag. The Scuba Jet Pro uses an eco-friendly jet engine with impeller technology. With adapters, it can even power paddleboards, canoes, kayaks, and all kinds of water sports equipment. It's the most versatile scooter you'll ever own. Learn more and get the Scuba Jet Pro at scubajet.com. That's scubajet.com.
Hosting a radio show about scuba diving, flying, and boating is one of the best gigs on the planet. It's actually part of my job to check out and report on cool new products I personally use to enhance my diving, flying, and boating adventures. However, I do believe in sharing the joy, and this is why I wanted to tell you about Nanook Professional Protective Cases. Nanook cases are designed to protect the most sensitive equipment in the harshest environments. From their high-impact NK7 resin to their exclusive Power Claw latches, Nanook has raised the bar for those of you that demand the best protection for your gear. Plus, Nanook cases generally cost less than similar products currently on the market. From an iPhone to a full set of dive gear, whatever you need to shield from the elements, Nanook Professional Protective Cases has the size, shape, and color for you. Go to nanook.com. That's NANUK.com for Nanook Professional Protective Cases. The evolution of protection.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
Later, nerd.
Are you lacking with the ladies?
Nope.
Enhance your scuba superpowers with a new Scuba Radio hat.
Wow, nice hat.
Just picked it up at ScubaRadio.com.
Buy 2 Scuba Radio hats and get free shipping.
Need a dive buddy, sexy?
Always. And I got a Scuba Radio hat for you, too.
New Scuba Radio hats are now available at ScubaRadio.com.
So cool.
Order yours today, or stay a loser.
Let me tell you about a friend I know. He's got the world's first scuba diving radio show. So now everywhere I am, and everywhere I go, the first thing that I tune to is Scuba Radio.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Greg the Dive Master with you, as well as CJ in the studio. And then Scuba Radio, Scuba Squad connected via the web. Barry the Bugger, Casey the Tobacco Nut, Vinny Two Tanks, Jerry the Diver Guy, Commando Kyle, The Aqua Gypsy Brittany is with us. And now we got Bubble Boy and also Mermaid Kristen, who is, she's been on hiatus, and she didn't join us till now because she wanted to wait till after I put down the new Scuba Radio
Smart woman.
Guitar.
Later, nerd.
Yeah, see? So, Kristen, how are you, by the way, first off? Doing
I'm
good?
good.
Yeah, doing good?
I've just been really busy recently.
Really busy making mermaid tails and tops and things. That's what she does when she's dry.
Making tops, yeah.
Yeah. So, wait, you don't make tails too? I thought you made mermaid tails.
I haven't gotten to that level yet.
You only work on the top half of the mermaid.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's she has her own little niche. And yeah. So, I don't know. You saw the new Scuba Radio guitar though. You saw it and you like it, I hope.
It in the picture you sent. Yeah.
Yeah,
I do like it. I think it's pretty cool.
You give it 2 thumbs up?
Yeah.
All right, good. That's all that matters. 2 fins up. Exactly. Brittany has it right. All right, so we're going to use this and create a Scuba Radio band. So do you have any musical talent, Kristen, other than making mermaid tops and being a mermaid and that kind of thing?
I've played the flute since the 6th grade.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stairway.
Tell us about band.
Don't say anything.
Yeah.
An easy.
Stairway to Heaven, right? We could play a little
We need
Stairway.
that for Stairway.
Yeah, okay. So,
Actually, I do have I do have a music book that has all those great classic rock songs in it.
yes.
Or any Jethro Tull.
We can only play songs that have some kind of connection to the sea, the environment that we like to attend as divers. So, Chris, I was going to say, if she didn't have any musical talent, I'm looking at Bubble Boy's video. It's driving me crazy. You can see this on YouTube and Facebook. Hard to keep.
What the hell?
What is going on? How are we supposed to focus? All right, more coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Hi, I'm Captain Slate from Captain Slate's Atlantis Dive Center in Florida, and you're listening to my good buddy and dive pal, Greg the Dive Master, from the world's first radio show devoted to diving, Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio. I love it.
I love him. He's so awesome. I am Greg the Dive Master. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I bet you Captain Slate would allow us to bring the Scuba Radio Scuba Band to Key Largo or Tavernier to perform there right on the dock. I know he would, because that was our first remote broadcast was with Captain Slate at Captain Slate's Atlantis Dive Center. So I think it's the law that if we're going to take it out on the road, take this band out on the road, we'd have to tour around local dive shops around the world. That would be, our Scuba Radio tour across the country.
I like it.
And maybe the world.
I like
First
it.
the country, then the
You're
world.
going to Key West.
So
Yeah. If you're going there, why not?
Would Pup sit in with us? You think?
No, he wouldn't want to be associated with this nonsense.
Why not? He's a real musician.
I know, he's a professional. He wouldn't want to come down to our level, would he?
Well, we could ask him.
We could ask. He might. Actually, maybe we could warm up for the Scuba Cowboy.
We could open for him.
Right.
They'll all run away.
Greg,
Wait,
I think you'd have the best shot at Fantasy Fest.
Fantasy Fest, and that would be because why?
Because you're all freaks.
Okay, thanks, Brittany.
Okay. You know what? She's not wrong.
Yeah. First Barry is busting our bubble, and then Brittany piled on. I mean, it went,
You can wear Aquaman.
Hey, excuse you.
I've been called worse.
Yeah. All right.
Brittany
So-
has some announcements for you.
But yes, listen, Greg.
Yeah, what?
Okay, so there's a couple things that are coming up.
Okay, let's hear them.
All right. And this is all virtually.
Yep. Like it so far.
Okay. So Force Blue, remember these guys?
Yeah, I've heard of these guys, yes.
Mm-hmm. We've had them on the air before.
Right.
So they did the 100 Yards of Hope in Miami and the 100 Yards of Hope in Tampa because of the Super Bowl that was in Miami and Tampa. So they planted the 100 Yards of Hope with the Navy SEAL veterans and the NOAA scientists.
And that was like the coral transplant thing they set up, coral garden that they planted off of Miami and Tampa. Right. as part of the Super
so
Bowl
they
effort.
actually they did a documentary of that, and
Oh,
they're
okay.
having a screening, a world premiere screening on April 27th, 2021 at 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And all you have to do is just go to Force Blue on Facebook, Instagram, wherever, Twitter, and just virtually sign up, and you can go and actually watch the world premiere screening of this.
Sweet. So you can watch it online. You can sign up for the online stream of it. I think that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
That is good. They've actually talked to me about having us come out for some of those efforts when they take the divers out and start planting some of the coral. But I haven't been able to work it out just yet. And of course, actually some of that was before all this COVID nonsense. So, but they're still doing it. And like you said, since the Super Bowl last time off the coast of Tampa, they started doing some there. So maybe now that things will start opening up more, we can get that back on track. Matter of fact, I believe by next Saturday's show, most of the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad are going to be vaccinated with both shots. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. So we figure about May 1st, we're going to be officially, what is the word?
Vaccinated?
Well, no, I was going to say protected or
inoculated,
intoxicated,
probed.
May 3rd.
May 3rd for you? Is that what it is for you, Brittany? Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's your second shot.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, you got to wait another week or two after your second shot. So, yeah. All right.
So there's more news, Greg. There's
more news. Come on, Brittany. Come on, Aqua Gypsy. Give it to me.
Here we go. All right. So Sylvia Earle, remember her?
I've heard of this woman. Yes, of course.
Yeah. All right.
She's
So
quite a
on
lady.
Tuesday, April 27th at 7 p.m., they're doing an online event of Women's of the Deep. So it's just going to be like an online, again, virtual show.
Right.
Where her and a bunch of the other people from other women from the Explorers Club are going to be on talking about their life.
Well, hold on. Brittany, just so we're clear. Yeah. From the Explorers Club, a very prominent organization. Why are you laughing like a little child, CJ? How dare you?
I didn't know if that was a typo, but she said Women's of the Deep.
Well, no, it's Women of the Deep. And no, it's not some weird thing you'd find online. It
reminds me of the Van Halen
effort.
song, "You Got Women's on Your Mind."
All right.
But I digress.
CJ is having a stroke, but regardless.
Women of the Deep. Jerry didn't find it on RedTube.
Uh-oh. What? He's looking up now. Like
That's
what?
Barry, not me.
Oh, boy.
Hands are free.
Who are some of the other big names other than Sylvia Earle that are part of that? Do you know offhand or not really?
Liz Taylor is.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Our
Isn't
buddy
she
Liz.
dead?
What?
Oh, that's a different Liz. Okay.
That's what I was thinking, huh?
Oh, boy. You
Cleopatra?
guys. No, wrong. No, our friend Liz from the Bahamas. She's like a shark whisperer, right? That one. Isn't that who we're talking about?
Different one.
Oh, wait, are you talking about Valerie Taylor?
No, I think that Liz Taylor's actually Sylvia Earle's daughter.
What?
Sure.
No, I don't think it's.
Greg.
No.
Another scientist. Yes.
I'm going to go back to Cleopatra then.
Okay, go back
I
to
think
Cleopatra.
that's accurate. But yeah, no, maybe Valerie Taylor might be a part of that. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Sylvia, runs with a pretty high-end group of folks. I mean, she is a very, very nice lady and done some amazing things. So being a part of that event, I'm sure it'd be well worth taking a look and seeing what they're going to talk about. And obviously, she's a star in her own right. And a lot of people look up to her, accomplishments for the underwater world and what she's done over the years. But some of these other folks, anybody that belongs to the Explorer Club is kind of a big deal. I
picture just a big elephant head and maybe everyone's wearing safari hats.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, I think. I mean, that's what I assume too.
Tusk by Fleetwood Mac blasting through the speakers.
Right. And then but you got to wear the proper outfit, and then you got to go, get the gem.
Big ass boots.
And get out of the, excuse me?
Big ass boots.
Boots. Got it. Right. Boots. That's what I thought you said. Anyway, it is kind of a big deal. And, people like James Cameron, anybody who's anybody in the underwater world when it comes to, science and discovery.
Science.
Not like media, radio, none of that. These are real accomplishments these people have done. And it's good stuff. So you're going to be a part of that, right, Brittany? You look up to those folks.
I am.
Do you strive to be a woman of the deep? Or a woman of the depth?
I don't have much scientific accolades, but I'm getting there.
She knows about red tubes, so.
Women's of the deep.
What red tubes? What are red tubes?
I don't know.
You mean like safety sausages?
Yes.
Torpedo chutes.
Okay, it sounds like they're making that look.
She likes to play with safety sausages.
Yeah. I can't help but laugh every time I look up and I see Bubble Boy's video on YouTube and Facebook. He has this weird video.
Needs to talk so we can see it.
Very creepy.
Brad.
Now,
I'm
trying to think of who the actor is.
It's from Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
That's what that is.
Right.
It's Judge Reinhold.
Judge Reinhold. That is him.
Who else?
Window at the Gomez Hilton.
Look how young he looks.
Who else
My
hears the
God.
cars moving in stereo in their head right now?
Kristen, do you have any idea what these old farts are talking about?
No, she does not.
Just shake your head. And she's like, no, I don't know. What are you idiots?
Homework assignment.
Honestly, I was talking to my boyfriend for a second, so I tuned out. I didn't hear the first half.
You and the rest of the world.
Love the honesty.
Yeah.
Understood.
Love
the honesty. I just didn't hear it, and so
having her bagel and beer.
Yeah. Well, we're not necessarily going to keep the attention of Mermaid Kristen anymore because she's kind of a big deal. She's Miss Virginia Mermaid, right? That title.
Or is it Mermaid Virginia?
Is
it's
it?
Miss Mermaid Virginia?
Miss Mermaid Virginia. Okay.
MMV.
And then that actually qualifies you for the nationwide mermaid competition.
And 30% off at Stuckey's.
Is that it?
It doesn't qualify you for the nationwide competition.
Oh.
You win your state title, and then they choose the top 25 people to compete for the Miss Mermaid USA.
So they just what? It's like a drawing or something. What do you mean? I don't get it.
So they choose you for the top 25 based on your proactiveness in like ocean conservation kind of charities and fundraising and things like that.
Right. And then
so I've been working a lot on that.
Okay.
You get in on that Women's of the Deep thing.
Yeah. That little another feather in your cap. Well, I don't know. Mermaids don't wear caps.
Or feathers.
Yeah, I guess not. But yeah.
I'm working on a fundraiser right now where I'm going to do host a class that I'm going to.
Well, that's a start. That's a start. More coming up.
Scuba Radio. Would you like to talk diving? Greg the Dive Master's all toweled down and ready to take your call now. Call Scuba Radio at 1-888-88-SCUBA.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
Do you have a message or a product that you'd like to share with the diving world? Well, look no further than Scuba Radio. Just like you, thousands of diving enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to ScubaRadio.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Snorkel shot! Snorkel shot! Snorkel shot! I'll spend the weekend in the deep end. The water's fine, y'all, so just come on in to the deep end.
Guys, I'm bringing the party to you.
Of a dive bar. Of this dive bar. Come on, about a dive bar.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Greg the Dive and CJ. What?
You want to try that again?
No, we'll fix it in post. All right, so look, we have a new Scuba Radio guitar. We got some new things to talk about in hour 2 coming up too, by the way, on how you can save some money. So, what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I love it.
All right. If you do the tongue thing at the same time, it works.
No. Without the tongue would be cool.
You think, Kristen, you're watching this and you're seeing this. What do you
make
think?
me want to stuff a wallet in your mouth.
No, that's not true.
A safety sausage.
Yeah, well, maybe. But Kristen, it sounds pretty cool, huh? Are you impressed?
I actually am impressed. I didn't know that you could play guitar like that.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm kind of a big deal. I was a lead screamer in a heavy metal band for years back in the day. So, I don't know how we're going to tie that into the Scuba Radio Scuba Band.
We already did. Just
What do
from
you
the
mean?
graph, just from the way the guitar looks.
As long as we look the part.
It's a scuba guitar.
It's right. That's all that matters. Is if you look good, it doesn't matter how you sound. Is that accurate?
No, I'm saying you tied it into scuba by. Never mind.
Well, okay.
I'm exhausted.
You're exhausted, really? Already?
I can't explain it anymore.
Well, okay. Let's see what else we got here. Let's see. No, that doesn't sound right, does it?
That's your clean channel.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what all the little buttons do. Well, I don't know.
There you go.
All right, I got to put this away. What the hell was I thinking?
That's awesome, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you can play it. It just matters what it looks like, right, CJ?
No, that's not what I said.
No, I think, but that's pretty much the truth.
You said you just need to tie it into scuba, and I said you already did based on what it looks like.
Well, we have to do special songs that have a connection to scuba diving.
Okay.
Yeah. Like you said, maybe we have to do Holy Diver by Dio.
Yes.
Yeah, do some of the rock stuff, Under Pressure.
He wants to use the new toy.
Yeah.
It's a new toy,
Do you
right?
think we could cover some of Pup's songs? Would
No,
he mind?
Yes, he would definitely mind.
Really?
Of course. Yeah. Hey, Jerry, turn off your mic. Damn
Jerry,
you.
we're doing a show here.
Yeah.
Jesus, Palomino.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it is nutty. Yeah, Jerry, what are you doing? Why are you talking to people while you're trying to do a radio show? That's not.
Because I got company now.
You have company. Okay.
What's his name?
It's a secret.
The revenuers are there to check out.
Yes.
The revenuers.
Uh-oh.
It's a spring water sale.
Uh-huh. Okay.
He's
I
saving
gotcha.
up for his boat.
Right.
Well, a Hatfield or a McCoy?
Well, he might have just scored a couple jugs, because he could do the If we say, for instance, if we did Under Pressure by Queen, which would be an appropriate song for a scuba band, right? It'd be perfect thing. And he could do
You're going to need a hell of a singer to pull off a Queen cover.
Yeah, but he could do the bass part on the jugs. He could do that. Jared could learn how to do that.
Let me get my jug. Hang on.
Okay. He's going to get his jug.
Are we doing a live audition right now on the show?
Yeah, maybe. Barry?
Since you are a radio professional, do you have to pay the original musicians when you do a cover?
Quiet.
No.
No. But you have to if you had a radio station and played it, don't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Just be quiet, Barry.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Shut up, Barry.
Shut up, Barry.
Yeah. By the way, do you have any? Do you have any musical abilities yourself, Barry?
No, I just listen.
We're gonna put him in a cage, shirtless with a tambourine.
Oh no, you don't.
How about that?
That'll scare everyone away.
That'll bring Aquaman
he does
out.
Nothing but creep.
All right. Okay. All right. So you got your jug now. Here he goes. Jerry the Diver guy on the jugs.
Yes. Yes.
Luke, I am your father.
Okay, that's not how you play the jugs.
All right,
Jerry.
we'll call you. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll call you. Yeah, don't call us.
We'll get back to you.
Right. Okay. Well, look, Stingmaster, the new ointment that we've been advertising on Scuba Radio. In hour 2, you're going to hear about a new deal, a fresh new deal that we're going to offer up Scuba Radio listeners exclusively. So you're going to want to stick around for that. Plus, here's a big thing. The dive god, Mr. Neil Watson, and Mr. Walt DiMartini, Captain Walt, are together today. And they're not with us live today because, well, something took precedence, and that would be the Rum Festival. So there is a very good chance that we are going to check in with the dive god and Julio.
That would be a treat.
Because they've been drinking rum all afternoon.
Priorities.
At the tiki place down in Fort Lauderdale.
Why are we not at the Rum Festival?
That's a good question.
Look in the mirror.
Yeah.
Do a little soul searching.
Okay. Well, there's that, I guess. But that's coming up in hour 2, so stick around. We got more coming up on the world's first radio show devoted to diving. Here, play along, everyone.
They all love Scuba Radio. On the boat or down below, if you want to stay in the know. If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go! Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio.
This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.
Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome to Hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. We've been talking about the Scuba Radio Scuba Band. And it's funny, you know, on YouTube and Facebook, people are chiming in and go, hey, I play bass.
And you played so well, apparently there are some that don't believe that was really you.
What? They thought I was like lip syncing.
They thought you were faking
guitar?
it. So you got to do it again, maybe.
Oh, boy.
Slow it down a little so, you know, it's not a recording.
Well, if you're making a request, I mean, I would never be one to not try to satisfy the request of our listeners.
Well, that was my idea.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy's background's the best right now.
Okay.
Thanks, Barry.
Yeah.
Way off topic.
Yeah. Don't know what that was all about.
And now it's time for Off Topic with Barry the Bugger.
Well, okay, now I actually see what he's saying. He's smashing the guitar. That's what Barry's making one of his jokes.
If you were paying attention, CJ.
Barry's a yuckster.
He's got to get the diarrhea for the Who.
Excuse me? Okay. I don't even know where that's going.
Only Bubble Boy knows what that means.
Okay. We don't want to. We don't want to go
only
there.
one.
All right. Look, we have some special guests that are joining us now as well. That'd be Stephanie and Reza from Sting Master. Guys, how are you? And welcome to Scuba Radio once again.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, but by the way, did you see the new Scuba Radio guitar? You guys can see this on Facebook and YouTube. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's beautiful.
We're excited to hear you play it.
Well, you missed it.
At
You missed it in hour 1, so you'll have to go back and listen. But you look at that as a blessing.
Is it still plugged in?
It was a blessing.
Is it still plugged in?
Yeah. Why? What are you going to do? Yeah.
It's going to
What?
rewind it. Rewind the tape.
You want me to turn it on, you mean? Oh, yeah. Okay. Sounds beautiful, doesn't it?
Wow.
Ding, 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 ding.
Okay,
ding.
that's enough. That's
Very
why,
nice.
scuba divers should never play musical instruments.
Never had one lesson.
There you go. Maim that tune. Literally,
Maybe
maim
that's
it.
why people dive, so they don't hear.
Yes.
That's right.
You
got
can't
it.
hear me play underwater. How about that? But anyway,
Fair
I
trade.
digress. Let's talk about Sting Master, because what you can do is have this in your dive kit, your dive safety kit. We've been talking about this new product for a few weeks now, and it's a brand new, scientifically formulated ointment that you guys have developed, and the first type of its kind. And it's been received really well so far. I know you're getting ready to do a big event up in Destin. Is that right, Stephanie? Where are you going?
Yes. So we're going to be at the Emerald Coast Open in Destin, Florida from May 15th and 16th. There's a Lionfish Awareness Day, sort of boardwalk vendor type show.
Sure. Yeah.
Event.
And the Emerald
So,
Coast
you
Open, for people who don't know, is a lionfish tournament, one of the biggest in Florida, if not the biggest.
You might say it's their destiny.
No, you would never do that. But regardless, it is a pretty happening event. Now, it'll be interesting to see if things have been, tapped down a little bit because of the whole COVID situation, but they are having it. It's the middle of May. Once again, if you just Google Emerald Coast Open, you can find out more about it. But you guys are going to be there representing Sting Master and actually selling it there on site with a special deal, I believe, there for folks on site as well. Is that right, Steph? Yeah?
Yes, absolutely. So if you buy Sting Master on site, we'll have a special discount that's only for the Emerald Coast Open. So it's the place to get Sting Master if you want to stock up.
Yes. So, if you go there, participate in the Derby or the Lionfish Derby kind of thing. By the way, I think last year, literally, they had thousands of pounds of lionfish that they caught. It was insane. And, we're
it's
trying
an amazing event for controlling lionfish populations.
Absolutely. And it's, it's the best of both worlds. Not only are you having fun doing something that, if you've ever went down and speared lionfish, whether or not you're into spearing fish, period. I mean, that's one thing. But even if you're really not into it, which I'm not really into it, but I have done the lionfish thing with the little hookah hooks or what spears, they're kind of half half the length of a typical pole spear, and you use these for lionfish. And I'll tell you what, it is very addictive. And you kind of think like, well, wait a minute, I'm trying to get these things out of the system. They're not supposed to be here in the first place. And it becomes, you can almost get lionfish fever like you would lobster fever hunting them. And they are tasty fish. Reza, have you ever eaten the lionfish yourself, by the way?
Me, not yet.
Really?
But I look forward to. Yeah. Stephanie has.
Yes. Stephanie, you like it. You've had it, right?
Of course. I wish I could have it more often, but since we're up in Canada, it's hard to get here. But I always think to myself how fun it would be if we could have lionfish for dinner or something one day.
They are very mild, very grouper-like type fish. And I don't like to eat grouper because, the groupers are, we like them. They're fun. They're very, friendly
Groupers
fish.
eat lionfish.
Yes,
they can eat lionfish.
They can,
pain.
right. Some of them have done that, but still,
So it's like a turducken.
No, it's not like that at all. But grouper are they're very friendly fish for divers underwater. So when you see some that have been acclimated to divers and they come up and swim up to your face, it's kind of like, I don't want to eat you. You kind of attach that emotional thing to them a little bit. But lionfish, you're like, okay, yeah, they look pretty. But wait a minute, you're not supposed to be here. And there's too many of you down here. We need to clean some of you out, and we need to get. And of course, they don't like that, and sometimes they take out their frustration of you trying to spear them by hitting you with one of their barbs, which can be extremely painful. Which Reza actually illustrated a few weeks ago on the show. You've actually taken the barbs of a lionfish and stabbed yourself with them.
That's right. Actually, Stephanie stabbed me.
Oh, okay, that's even better.
We did,
I'll stab you. And you cried in pain, but then you took the Sting Master ointment, and it solved that whole issue. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah. Absolutely.
Putting your money where your mouth is, or your ointment where your pain is. Your Sting Master ointment. So I mean that's a pretty good testimonial, and you're hearing this from all over, from people that have gotten their hands on this new Sting Master ointment to do just that, and you're finding it's actually working on other things like jellyfish and I don't know what other stinging. Oh, fire coral, right? Which is a big one where you could accidentally rub up against some fire coral, and that's very. I wouldn't say it's screaming painful, but it's very annoying.
It's not fun.
It's annoying.
Yeah.
Sea lice.
Sea lice. Yeah.
Yeah, it works for sea lice as well.
And you just got to rub this stuff on, and it's just a quick little. Do you got to scrub it at all, or you just kind of wipe it on and that's it, Reza?
Just put a dime size of it on the area that's been stung, and we were surprised for the fire coral. We thought it would take maybe a minute or two, but the lady who tried it said in 30 seconds the pain was gone.
Sweet.
So even better.
There you go. Well, once again, if you see them at the Emerald Coast Open, that lionfish event in the middle of May. They're going to have a special deal, but guess what? They've been nice enough to hook us up here at Scuba Radio for everybody exclusively with the Scuba Radio coupon code. And it may not be quite as great as meeting these folks in person and doing that at the Emerald Coast Open, but it's pretty damn good. 20% off with Scuba Radio coupon code at buystingmaster.com. That's the deal, right, Steph? Do I got it right?
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry. Yeah. Scuba Radio, 20% off your entire purchase, no matter how many units you buy.
How about that? Okay. So just make sure you use the coupon code Scuba Radio at checkout, and you'll get that 20% off. That's going to go through like May 13th, which is right before the Emerald Coast Open. So if you're not able to get there, or you just want to get your hands on this stuff before your next dive, get to buystingmaster.com right now. And use that coupon code and take advantage of it. CJ is doing his best Vanna White impression by holding up his little container of Sting Master. It's a nice little convenient, bottle of this stuff, or I don't know, what would you call it? Jar.
Jar.
Yeah,
and
jar.
You just throw it in your dive kit, kind of like a save a dive kit or save a day kit, more or less. Because, like I said, this stuff can work on many different stinging type animals that might affect you in the ocean. And Barry is holding up. Our whole crew evidently has already picked up some of this stuff. I didn't even know that. I didn't give it to any of them. So
Barry has one too, but he ate it.
Okay, it's not. He heard us talking about the rhubarb extract element of Sting Master, but they don't. You're not supposed to eat it. Brother. All right, more coming up. Stay close to the world's first radio show devoted to diving by Stingmaster.com.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Be an explorer in the other 2/3 of your world. Be the buddy who takes the kids in the aquarium instead of just to it. Be adventurous. Be amazed. Be a diver.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, no, Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer, and Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Taric is the best, most intuitive, and reliable wristwatch-sized dive computer on the market. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
Scuba Radio. Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hi, my name is Lisette, and I will be your bartender at Titico Bar in Seba. Come on and sit me. But until then, keep listening to Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. And now, here is a one sexy man, Ray, the dive master.
There you go. Yes, this is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg, the dive master. Evidently one sexy man in Saba. When you go to Saba, she was paid, but that doesn't mean that it affected her impression or anything of what I do.
Is that legal there?
Yeah, actually, kind of is. Saba is the island of women.
Women's.
I don't know if that's accurate, but it might be. It might be. But that was it. Used to be. Is
that where Wonder Woman came from?
You know what? It might be because it used to be. They called it the Island of Women because the women outnumbered the men like 3-1.
Really?
Yeah.
Let's go. So two tanks.
So the fishermen would go there because the odds of the women to men ratio was pretty good.
That's what you call a target-rich environment.
Maybe. And I don't know if that still holds true today, but my guess is
due to overfishing.
Maybe it could have something. No, I doubt it because everything's pretty much protected there now. So, but anyway, there you go. The island of Saba is the island of women. Also, where they filmed the night scenes for the backdrop of the original movie from King Kong. There's a little nugget for you. What do you think of that?
I don't think I saw that.
And if you go on Explorer Ventures, they'll take you there.
They will. I think this could be in
twice.
It could be in the cars for May. I'm talking to the folks at Explorer Ventures once we get cleared.
Sounds good.
That's our second shot, possibly.
I'm in.
Wow, that's early.
I don't know for sure yet. They said, will you leave the Scuba Radio guitar at home if you come? And I said, well, yeah, if I have to. But that's a whole nother issue. But I'll bring my little bottle of Stingmaster with me.
Do you have a case for that?
For the new guitar?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay.
It's more of a bag, a gig bag.
Oh, I gotcha.
Because, we will have gigs. No?
They couldn't put that in the hard case for you?
No.
That costs extra.
Yeah, it costs extra.
Think, Barry. Think.
Right.
No, I know better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. But I don't know. We actually have, like I said, we have a whole series of these new guitars being made.
Now, how long will it take them to create the next the bass and the?
Well, now that this one's been made, they're making it the same graphic, so it might have it by next Saturday.
Wow.
Yeah. So you got to learn bass by next Saturday, CJ. I'll play guitar, you play bass. And Jerry's going to play the jugs.
I'll play around with it.
Stephanie from Stingmaster, are you musically inclined at all up there in the Great White North?
Not so much. My brother got the musical gene.
Yeah. Well, that didn't stop us.
When I was a kid.
You played the tambourine? Is that what you said? No?
I played the piano when I was a kid, but I stopped when I turned 12.
Okay. Well, don't
when she could say no.
She could play. She could play Mary Had a Little, and that's
Chopsticks. We can start. And then,
no, that's not chopsticks.
What is that?
Definitely not chopsticks.
What is it?
Chopsticks.
That was something else. What's chopsticks? Oh, there you go. Barry knows. See, I'm making. Okay, that's enough out of you.
I have to say, I never even played chopsticks.
All right, Reza, what about you?
No, I figured my biggest gift to music would be to not play anything because
he's a wise man.
Leave it for others. Yeah.
So you're he's a scientist. He's way smarter than us.
Doctor. Yeah.
We're too dumb to know any better. We just do it regardless.
Don't lump me in with you.
Oh yeah.
Why do you look at me when you say that? I've actually been in bands.
Drummer, Greg.
Oh, I've been in bands. I was the lead screamer in a heavy metal band back in the day.
What did Jimmy say? Listen to Bubble.
I said CJ is an excellent drummer.
Thank you.
He is an excellent drummer.
I'll pay you
Got
after
it.
the show.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, we won't subject Stephanie and Reza to the Scuba Radio Scuba Band recruitment thing that we're trying to put together. But they'll be there maybe to sponsor the band. With Stingmaster.
Yeah,
Here, stick this in your ear.
We'll
you
have
won't hear a thing.
Stingmaster guitar done.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Maybe we could do that. Yeah, we could have a Stingmaster guitar done for sure. But I bet if you just stuck enough of that goo in your ear, you wouldn't hear a thing. But that is not. That's kind of off-label prescription type stuff that they don't advise. This stuff is really just to keep the stings from jellyfish and those type of critters that invade us underwater sometimes and ruin our dive day. So let me ask you this, Stephanie, because I know you're planning to come down for that Emerald Coast Open. What is your status as far as getting into the water? Are you going to start diving again? I know up in Canada right now, you guys are still pretty much locked down. Like you're not even allowed out of your bathroom or something.
No, she's not, Greg. Stephanie, tell her what you did earlier today.
Well, in the daytime, we're allowed to go outside. Like I went for a bike ride.
You went for a bike ride? Oh, my God. You broke the law. Lock her up. Oh, jeez.
300-kilometer bike ride.
No.
Did you see any moose?
Definitely. I did not see any moose. I saw
Squirrel?
one raccoon.
It was a raccoon.
There's a squirrel looking at me now outside the window.
Okay. All right. So, you went out on a bike ride?
It was married.
Yeah. You're not supposed to do that. Is that what
no, we're allowed to do that.
You're allowed to do it. Okay.
We just have a curfew.
Oh, you just have a curfew. You can only do it during certain times.
And no gatherings, obviously.
No gatherings, right. Okay. Yeah. Only virtually like you are now. Right.
But if I'm definitely going to try to get in the water when I get to Florida. I haven't been in the ocean in like a year and a half, which is crazy for me.
Yeah.
So
well,
definitely try to get in the water.
You'll have the opportunity. Time. Yes, in the middle of May. So are you planning to stay for a few days extra to possibly fit that in or just fit it in around the Emerald Coast Open? Is that what they?
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a couple of days to relax, like on either end of the event, just to also take a vacation. Because I don't know about you guys, but if we can't travel, it feels like there's no reason to take vacation days. So
we're going to dig a tunnel.
We're going to dig a tunnel.
We're going to dig a tunnel under the border.
Under the border. Yeah. Wait, there's water.
Details later, off air.
Okay.
We'll get you down here.
All right. We'll make
Let me know. I got to get out.
You don't need a tunnel.
And then I have to do a 2-week quarantine when I get back, so that'll be interesting.
You're not going back.
They'll never know you.
You won't want to go back.
Oh, I was going to say, you're not giving her a choice, really? It's a kidnapping?
Wait a minute. Get a barrel. Go over the Horseshoe Falls.
Oh, there you go.
We'll pick you up on the Niagara side.
That's right.
On the New York side.
Yeah. Yeah. But how, you go over the falls and then you show up on the wrong side. It'd be like you open it up and go, oh, man.
You got to go back in.
Right. I got to go down again? Okay. Anyway. All right. So
we'll pick you up on the Maid of the Mist.
Reza, are you diving? Are you a diver, or is it on your list, or what?
I did some diving back in the south of France. There's this place called Fréjus.
Bless you.
It was very, but I haven't done any since.
Okay.
So I do miss it.
Well, there you go. We'll find out where that is a little bit more outside in France, but more specific.
That's where the naked ladies dance.
What? No, that's not true. I don't think.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Do you have a message or a product that you'd like to share with the diving world? Well, look no further than Scuba Radio. Just like you, thousands of diving enthusiasts are hearing this message, and we could be talking about you and your product or service as early as next Saturday. Remember, a terrible thing happens when you don't advertise. Nothing. Go to ScubaRadio.com, send us an email, and let's get to work to make your marketing message matter.
Let me tell you about a friend I know. He's got the world's first scuba diving radio show. So now everywhere I am, everywhere I go, the first thing that I tune to is Scuba Radio.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We really are getting those requests. I don't believe that was me playing the Scuba Radio guitar.
No.
They thought I was lip syncing guitar or limp guitaring.
Just faking it.
Just faking it. Well, that's not true.
I mean,
if I got to pick this thing up again and play it and prove to the world that I can actually play the guitar just a little bit, I will do this. I will abuse you. You think that's funny, do you, Barry? You think that's funny? I amuse you? I really amuse you, don't I? Okay. All right. Anyway, this diving location that Reza has dove in France, what kind of diving are we talking? Freshwater, saltwater, or what?
Saltwater, yeah.
Saltwater, okay.
Yeah.
Good viz, cold water, what do you think? What?
Well, it's 23 Celsius, so what would that be?
No idea. 110 degrees. I did the math
like room
quick.
temperature.
Okay, yeah. Or that. Okay.
Yeah, you saw some, they have these tiny sharks.
73.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
There you go.
Thanks, Barry.
They have angel sharks, barracudas.
Okay, so pretty nice stuff.
Yeah.
So this is like Jacques Cousteau's backyard when he was growing up, right?
So it's on the French Riviera, just off of Cannes and Nice in the south,
So it is the land of the naked ladies.
You get used to it.
You get used to it. You get desensitized to that fact.
I never get used to it, Greg.
Okay. Just checking. Okay. Well, all right. But you want to get back to that and get back in the water and do some diving. And all these years he stayed out of the water because he was afraid to be stung by a lionfish. But now he created a product called Sting Master, and now he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. That's pretty sweet. I love how you create. You solve the problems. And then you want to get back in there.
I did. Yeah, I just did it for me. Actually.
Just for you, and all the rest of us get the benefit as well. Bonus. All right, more coming up. Stay close.
I always think scuba diving is quite terrifying. Snorkeling, I'm fine. I want to be on the top looking down. I want to be on the bottom looking up.
I'm gonna swim against the tide. I'll be breathing by your side.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ's in the studio with me. We got the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad connected via the web. Barry the Bugger, Vinny Two Tanks, Jerry the Diver Guy, Commando Kyle, Bubble Boy, Mermaid Kristen, and from Sting Master, Reza and Stephanie hanging with us today as well. Once again, if you use coupon code ScubaRadio at buystingmaster.com, you get 20% off now through May 13th, right before the Emerald Coast Open. So take advantage of that special deal that they made available to us today. We appreciate the fact that they give us these little nuggets, these little extras for hanging around and doing this goofy little show. And for the folks
goofy
listening.
it is.
Yes. Well, there's a little bit of that. So, you guys you're more than welcome to hang for the rest of the show. Are you good for that? You want to do that? You really want to put up with this abuse?
Well, if it means we get to hear you play.
Oh, really? Another request?
Like 23 and a half minutes tops.
Wow. And there
Watch
goes the
guitar
video.
Get destroyed.
Yeah, Bubble Boy's YouTube, Facebook Live video has a kid destroying a guitar. That's
CJ in 5 minutes.
That's guitar
That's a
abuse.
whole movie of you, Greg. You and CJ.
That is not true. I am not El Kabong. Remember that? That was El Kabong. He used to take a guitar and smash things. I don't do that. This thing cost a lot of money. This new Scuba Radio guitar.
You're not Pete Townsend.
Well, I could fake it. All right.
We know that.
You want me to get this out again, really? For real?
No.
Yes.
I heard yes. Okay, let me see here. Hold on.
How can we prove you're not faking it? Can you dial up a different setting?
What he could do is just
on
not
your
plug it
modeling
in.
amp.
Let's see. You just mentioned
modeling amp.
Pete Townsend, right? The Who. Okay, so let's see what we can do here. This is the new Scuba Radio guitar.
Colonel Sanders plays the
it
guitar.
Looks great. Doesn't necessarily sound that good when I'm playing it, but
you're gonna like my chicken.
What? What does he mean? What kind of?
He's.
Why are you making?
I think
jokes
he's
like
saying
this?
you look like Colonel Sanders.
That is not accurate. That's not.
It is accurate.
Time for a finger licking good time.
Finger licking and guitar picking.
Finger picking good.
Hold it. Stand up so we can see it on the.
You gotta do the tongue thing.
That sounded horrible. So that should help.
Oh, Jerry came back for this one.
Jerry, he came back for this?
That horrible noise just ran my customer out.
Now do that. Now do that slow. Do the tapping part slow.
I like it.
That's what was not believed.
Your dad?
Yeah, I didn't want to say it on the air. He's texting me. There's no way Greg was really playing that. So play the tapping part, but do it really slow.
Do it slow.
That's not slow.
I do not know. All right.
What?
Well, why is it? It's still making racket. I thought I turned it off. Let's see. Huh.
It sounds horrible.
Just remember, balls and chunk are where it's at.
Balls and chunk, you think?
I love that.
You like that, huh?
I love that sound.
You're
I think
ruining
it sounds
the
good.
kids,
Well, there
Greg.
you go. See, Vinny has no taste, and he likes it. So
Vinny's been
So
smoking
this is
since
what
this
everyone was
morning.
laughing at you for?
I know. I mean, it's like I know.
good.
Yeah. See, Stephanie.
Thank you.
Stephanie, if you saw the processor this thing's plugged in.
Hey, look, I would be a rock star in Canada.
See, that wakes me up.
All right, that's enough.
Yeah, thank God.
Okay, now he believes.
Oh, hey, wait, Jerry. Oh, Jerry wants me to play some country. Is that it?
No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Play something from Hee Haw.
Hee Haw. Hee Haw. Hee Haw.
I'm a picking and I'm a grinning.
Yeah, there's that. Okay. Well, anyway.
Roy Clark was a master. You could never play like Roy Clark.
Well, that is true. Yeah, I don't sound as good as the guitar looks. That is one problem.
That's fair to say.
We are going to have to fix that issue, and that would be an equipment problem. But what are you going to do? All right, let me set this back down.
You need a stylist also.
But was that good enough for your...
Yeah, he believes me now.
All right.
I just got a text. He said I stand corrected.
There you go. As long as we...
Proof, ladies and gentlemen.
So what does that mean,
stop
though?
him from playing.
Now, do I get a free beer or something?
Maybe. I don't know.
Nothing.
Hey,
Just
where do you
the
put this coupon
accolades
code
of
in at on the website?
Knowing that for once on Scuba Radio,
It's
when I was accused of lying, I actually wasn't.
It's when you check out, Kyle.
There should be a box that says enter coupon code.
Yes.
When you
What
go
for
to check out.
buystingmaster.com?
Yeah, we're actually doing
I just
some work
did it.
around
You
it.
have to
you
go
figured-
through the payment stuff. And
See,
then at
that's
the
how we
very
get
end-
people to actually take advantage of these deals. I start playing the Scuba Radio guitar. They tune out immediately and go do some stuff online that's more productive.
That's good for sponsors.
Stephanie, Reza, you're welcome.
Thank you. It's like Pavlovian training where people hear your guitar, they just start buying Stingmaster immediately.
It's a form of negative reinforcement, I think. Yeah, like if you don't buy now, we're going to play more.
There was a subliminal message in there.
That's right. I think if we played in reverse, it does say buystingmaster.com.
You know what? Yep. I'm not I don't want to reveal our secrets, but we do have some techniques. Usually,
that's the real science we're doing.
Yes.
Back masking.
Yeah, it's a little bit of that. Usually, it involves a mallet and a beating people to a bloody pulp. But
What?
But
What are you
this is
saying,
a
Greg?
totally different technique that we use. It's more subliminal.
This
right.
is a violent side of you I've never seen.
Oh, golly.
Frankly, a little disturbing.
Once again, we've been dry for way too long. We got to get back in the water and do some diving. We got to make this happen sooner as opposed to later. Yeah.
Saba sounds good.
Saba is great, but it's Saba. But regardless.
Saba, yeah.
Vinny's word of the
You're
day.
thinking of hummus.
I've only been there twice.
You haven't done word of the day yet.
That's right.
He's going to Exuma next.
Hey, Vinny, can I just tell?
Yeah.
What?
Can I prime him? Vinny,
Yeah.
can I give him a word?
Give him a word. Go ahead.
Vinny,
The word is poop.
Whoa.
And now, a word from Vinny Two Tanks.
No. R.I.P.
What? He spelled
R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Rest in
The
peace.
reason why I bring that up is there was a big West Coast retailer that recently died this week. It was in Divewire News.
Oh boy.
This has been a word from Vinny Two Tanks on Scuba Radio.
Not a lot of spare airs. I just wanted this.
Okay, that was more than a word. Vinny.
Sorry.
But you know what? We'll let you slide. But yeah, I don't know.
Everybody seems to be dying around me, so it's a big thing on my mind.
Okay. Oh wow! You know, we were rolling.
He's carcinogenic, I think.
You think that's what? Oh, God bless you. God
They getting
bless
some
you,
bad
Vinny.
weed out there.
No, they're just a little bit more laid back. Melancholy. Is that what it is, Vinny?
I just.
My guitar, my guitar playing probably just made him emotional. And
no, I liked it. It woke me up.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I heard that, and I thought I wish I could die.
I needed a little. No, it's just that I was on the West Coast. He started a company called Scuba.com. He was the first one in 1996.
That's okay, right? Yeah. What was that guy's name? I saw that press release. Yeah.
James Herndon.
Yeah. Good friend. You knew him well.
He had a chain of he called it Discount Diver Supply. It was very popular.
Mm-hmm.
And then he started, and then of course he was smart and got the Scuba.com when.
When people didn't know any better, he snagged it. And,
it's actually a pretty good website to have if you're selling hardware.
Well, heck yeah! I mean, that's what I'm saying. He got there before everybody else and snagged the website. Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, at 64, he passed away.
Yeah. Well, there you go. All right.
I just thought I'd say, I miss him. I knew him.
Okay, and that's good. I like it. All right, more coming up. Stay close.
Would you like to talk diving? Greg the Dive Master's all toweled down and ready to take your call now. Call Scuba Radio at 1-888-88-SCUBA.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
Hosting a radio show about scuba diving, flying, and boating is one of the best gigs on the planet. It's actually part of my job to check out and report on cool new products I personally use to enhance my diving, flying, and boating adventures. However, I do believe in sharing the joy, and this is why I wanted to tell you about Nanook Professional Protective Cases. Nanook cases are designed to protect the most sensitive equipment in the harshest environments. From their high-impact NK7 resin to their exclusive Power Claw latches, Nanook has raised the bar for those of you that demand the best protection for your gear. Plus, Nanook cases generally cost less than similar products currently on the market. From an iPhone to a full set of dive gear, whatever you need to shield from the elements, Nanook Professional Protective Cases has the size, shape, and color for you. Go to nanook.com. That's NANUK.com for Nanook Professional Protective Cases. The evolution of protection.
Hey, baby, what's going down?
Later, nerd.
Are you lacking with the ladies?
Nope.
Enhance your scuba superpowers with a new Scuba Radio hat.
Wow, nice hat.
Just picked it up at ScubaRadio.com.
Buy 2 Scuba Radio hats and get free shipping.
Need a dive buddy, sexy?
Always, and I got a Scuba Radio hat for you, too.
New Scuba Radio hats are now available at ScubaRadio.com.
So cool.
Order yours today, or stay a loser.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
So, do you snorkel?
Oh, never. Snorkeling's an invasion of fish privacy.
Yes, which is why I always yell, "Are you decent?" before I jump in the water.
When I snorkel in the ocean, all the fishes look much bigger.
I think that's enough. But if we use that as the bar that we have to get slightly above, we might be a big hit. Jerry the Diver Guy, what say you? What do you think?
We already are a big hit, Greg.
Yeah, with who?
Everyone.
Okay, you say so.
24 years.
24 years, still sucking on air. That's what we are here at Scuba Radio. That's right. And now we have a new guitar. We may have a new band in the works. It's just some of the things we do, when you have too much time on your hands, when you spend too much time out of water and you can't dive because of all this COVID stuff, haven't been able to dive nearly as much as we'd like to. We end up doing crazy things like that. Developing Scuba Radio scuba bands, guitars. We got a bass in the works. It's a whole series of instruments that we're making. And
Barry's over here drooling over Colonel Sanders.
And that would be why? Barry?
I didn't invent that. Jimmy did.
Jimmy, okay. All right. On Facebook Live and YouTube, you can see these virtual backgrounds that the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad have a tendency to play behind them. Bubble Boy is a master at this for sure. Sometimes they make sense. Sometimes they make no sense. And then in this case, why he keeps throwing a picture of me behind him, I don't know. But he does what he does, and it amuses himself and the rest of the members of the squad, and so be it. So be it. Now, we were supposed to check in with the Dive God and Captain Walt DiMartini from the Rum Festival.
Yeah, they can't find him.
Would you break away from that to go on a radio show?
No. And I was just informed that Captain Walt is, there's an acronym for it.
Walt is actually on Facebook Live right now.
AFU. AFU is Captain
all
Walt.
Fired up.
Right. That's what it means. But ironically, when I called, Julio picked up the phone.
All fudged up.
Julio picked up the phone and immediately hung up on me because he didn't
Uber's
understand.
on its way to pick him up.
Didn't understand.
Click.
Right. Because, he's like, you don't speak my language. I'm not going to talk to you.
So, when you get to the point where you're nonverbal, that's pretty bad.
Right. So
that's some powerful stuff.
We're going to have to wait for the update next week on Scuba Radio. So, it is what it is.
The hungover edition?
Could be a little bit of that. I don't know. We got to get the scuba jets underwater. Possibly. I don't think I'm going to be able to get down to South Florida this week, but the week after I'm thinking about it, Barry. What do you think? Can we take out the surprise and go diving?
That's a possibility. The weather's been really nice the last couple of weeks.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So have you been tempted to take your little vessel out there and just kind of go cruise?
My little vessel needs to get wet, so it's been a while.
Right.
Hush up, Jerry.
What?
Whatever. His mind's gone to the gutter again.
I don't know. I don't know what.
You sick little monkey. Why I oughta.
That's. I don't know what's going on with these guys.
Oh, one day Jerry will get a boat.
Yeah. Well, maybe. You never know. Yeah. But we can make that happen, couldn't we?
I want to call it the Redneck Riviera.
Why?
Because it'll be on the Redneck Riviera.
What is going to be on the Redneck Riviera?
My boat.
Your boat.
Yep.
Jerry the Diver Guy is going to get a boat to match Barry? Is that what it is?
No.
No.
What do you mean?
He's going to get himself
sounds like a competition
drums and make a pontoon boat.
I'm going to have a big boat.
Big boat. What are you going to do in a big boat?
Doesn't matter.
On my big boat.
He's got a dream.
He's got a dream.
It's a nightmare.
I have a dream. It's a nightmare. It's a secret, Greg. We can't say.
Whoa, slow down there, Speed Racer.
Okay, well, if you say so. You want to get a boat and live on it. That is your plan, Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
We've been covering some of this on the World of Boating radio show for Jerry the Diver Guy. He's crossing over.
Jerry the Boater Guy.
Maybe.
I'm getting out of the mountains.
Out of the mountains, and you want to live on a boat so you can just dive off of it in South Florida.
Yep.
And
cruise over to Bahamas.
That would be the life.
That would be quite the. Would you let Vinny Two Tanks hang with you?
It's a possibility.
What about Barry? What about Barry the boater?
No.
Hell no. He'll call me when he needs rescuing.
Yeah, well, I may need an anchor, so.
Wow.
Well, you know what? You get Vinny, Barry, Bubble. You get the whole group of them together, and you can kind of like, share.
A merry band of pirates.
Mm-hmm.
Arg.
Yeah. What do you think, Jerry?
We dove together before. It would be fine.
Yeah. Have you ever been on a boat with Vinny Two Tanks?
I can't remember.
It's clothing optional.
That's right.
Every one of us.
Sometimes.
Maybe I'm scarred from it. I don't know.
I don't know.
He ain't shy.
Well, neither is Jerry. I mean, I say put them all together. It'd be like Three Stooges.
Look, snuffle up against.
Teeny will be blazing out.
Okay, all right. Enough nonsense. We're out of time. Till next week, when we'll continue the nonsense. Remember, it's always better. Where, gang?
Down where it's wetter. Thank you. Good night.
Safe diving, everyone.
If you want to stay in the know, if you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go! Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio.
This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters? Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.